but this is Rescue Rover 2. For those of you, well, here's the general plot. The robot steals the dog. The kid is sad. The kid sets out to get the robot back, or get the dog back. Now, unlike most other, and of course the way you do this is by pushing boxes. Now, the way this works, it's all tile aligned, so this is Sokoban, but the thing about it is, unlike most Sokobans, you can get shot in the chest. The best part of this game, without a doubt, honestly, is the deaths. There are some really funny death animations. I used to play this a little bit as a kid. But it's basic... Oh, oops. I screwed up. How do I just die? Can I walk into that? No. Oops. No. I want to keep going. I just don't remember the key binding for this. There's a kill self keybind, which I need to find. Use piece of speakers, select a button. Choose controls. Okay, that doesn't help me. Pretty sure there's a restart room button. Because, like, I'm jammed. I need to be able to move this box. Boxes float. Classic Keen Dreams menu. This is not Keen Dreams. No, it's not. It's another soft disk thing. I guess I'll start over? I'm not happy about that. Probably need to look up the key bindings. This is just one of those things I have sitting on the squiggle box that's ready to go. It's this or Catacombs, and honestly, Catacombs is a little more nauseating. Could play Commander Keen, though. Like I said, this is pretty much just at the end of the stream. I have no idea. People ran out of CD requests, and I kind of ran out of the ones I was interested in. That were not on the internet CD was a complete bust, honestly. But these things happen. Also, you can kill the dog. Poor dog. Didn't know menu was soft disk obsequious. Well, this was made by ID. What am I trying to accomplish? I guess I can get this block out. I've played this before. That doesn't mean I actually remember how to play it, to put it mildly. This will kill the dog. I don't want to murder my dog. Most of the time. Okay. I see. Let us reduce the amount of dog murder. And I need to look up the key bindings, because at some point I'm going to need to take out my character so that I can, you know, actually accomplish what I've set out to do. I might have to look it up. Alright, really quick. Keys. Yes, F7. I was close. Here is F7. That is not F7. Restart game? I don't want to restart the game, no. It said F7 would restart the room, but this apparently turns background music on and off, which already doesn't work. F6? That saves the game. How is this... Where... No, this is lying to me. I am utterly baffled, because I know that I've played this game before, and I've definitely put myself into unsolvable situations. Yeah, I need to get away, do something to get away from the sadistic lawnmower. Alright, there we go. 1 box. 2 box. Oh yeah, I guess I kind of want to see the electrocution. I'm not evil. I'm just having fun. Maybe No, that's the same one. F4. What does F4 do? Resume current game. It just gives me the option to resume my current game. You are in the help section. Summary of the game controls can be found in the other 2 help sections. Yes! Oh, yeah, that's what I want. Arrow keys move. Arrow keys, escape, F1, define. F8's restart current room? There we go. Just because it's fun to have him, get hit with a hammer. Okay. Now that I know that, I feel like much better. As per Sokoban rules. Yeah, I'm host. As per Sokoban rules, you can't take back moves. But yeah, what? That's another thing about this, is because of how the robots move, you might get screwed. Let's wait until I can see him on the bottom here. But yeah, I've got some other like DOS-based or Windows 98-based stuff in the pipeline. If for some reason I couldn't get the stream to work, I would have ended up playing either Gabriel Knight 2 or Laura Bow 2, The Dagger of Amun-Ra, which is both of which are pretty cool point-and-click adventure games, though they're very different point-and-click adventure games. I guess they're kind of similar. They both involve like investigating a mystery. The Laura Bow one is older, but involves a well, you have to get you're a journalist. You're trying to make it in the big city, and you want to cover this new exhibition in the fancy art museum. And oh no, we're now playing pinball. I don't remember how you do these. Let's see what this does. Okay, that flips and does that. I think this just reflects it. And then during the exhibition, like, a bunch of people get murdered. And so your job is now to, like, investigate that and figure out how that's going. And so that's kind of fun. I had a DOS version of it installed way back in the day, but it didn't work at all. I could either have sound or I couldn't have sound or graphics. It was really bad. Oh, also, these guys shoot you. Gabriel, what are you doing in my room? I will kill you. Slowly. Do you type that out every time, or do you have that like a text file somewhere? Gabriel Knight 2 is slightly different in tenor. I think you guys who are on the more Germanic side of things might enjoy it, because it takes place in Germany. And an awful lot of the environments are photorealistic. I don't think that's what I wanted to do there. Oh, I can't teleport with dog. Typing it every time. Good to know. It ate the dog. But it's an FMV game, and the guy playing Gabriel is a lot more pleasant this time around, to put it mildly. And I drowned. It's actually pretty cool, and there's a few places that they did their photo stuff from that are actually recognizable places, like in Germany. And yeah, I got that installed. I have an actual CD copy, so when you guys eject the CD-ROM tray, bad things will happen. Bad and hilarious things will happen. What is my goal here? But yeah, they're both really good games in their own right, though of course very different from each other. And I've got them both installed and working. I'm not sure what I want to do with that box. Like, pushing it into the whirlpool, I don't think did anything to the whirlpool. This side connects, but only after I push the box there. So yeah, those are options. Also, since I've got the system working, I've got a giant ISO full of Doom wads that I'm going to give the same treatment to. We'll see if that's a good stream idea in the near future. Also, worst comes to worst, I was just going to play Costume Quest. Because Costume Quest is fun. Okay, so that was good. So now I can access that. I don't know what that means, though. Got to watch out for them Terry traps. I think this is very pre-Terry trap, if I had to make a guess. Like, I believe the disc itself might be from, like, 94 or 95. It came from a... I forget which one it is. I need to look it up. I need to look it up on this machine before I turn it off. I think it came from, like... Oh, that's my problem. Because it's going to kill me. Oh, I think I understand. I understand now what I was supposed to do. Okay. But yeah, it's that old. I don't know if something's going to work. There was a reason I actually was looking at a specific disc. There was a particular WAD I wanted to play, and it just doesn't work, and it pisses me off. So way back in the day, before I was allowed to... I wasn't even allowed to play Doom, but I was allowed on BBSs, and I always wanted to play the Kill Barney Doom WAD, not realizing that the Doom WAD wasn't, enough to actually play it. Because I was not a fan of Barney, given that I had two little sisters who were of Barney-enjoying age at that time. And I found one of them on this disc, and it just doesn't work. Which, huge bummer to me. Okay, so here's the key thing I didn't realize. This connects over there. So what I want to do is get this box down here. Oh, God. And push it into that particular whirlpool. Not entirely sure how we're going to do that, and I probably should figure that out before collecting the dog. Shoot. Okay, so that's the first step we're going to make, because that's a complete pain in the butt. But yeah, there's a few like Halloween-y type games I kind of want to play. I've got a few other ones sitting around. And a pile of discs to my right that I never cleaned up from last Halloween. There we go. There we go. I'm set now. I know where to go. But it could be interesting, or it could also just be a bust. Like, they might all just be really boring. But I do appreciate that in the directory structure, you have the obvious ones, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, well categorized. And then there's Star Wars. Star Wars is just its own entire category. Because apparently there were a ton of Star Wars WADs. I was also considering this, Are You Afraid of the Dark? I believe it is. Branded point-and-click adventure game. But I tried it on the Squigglebox, and it does not cooperate. Like, it wants to boot into DOS mode, legit DOS mode, because it does not want to play under Windows for some reason. And that's just not happening. I tried it, didn't work. It's kind of a tedious level, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. Haven't put enough thought into it yet. But now that I have the system set up for request stuff, I can play around with these things. And I might even use it for like CLDCs if people want to request specific levels. I'll need to add a little bit of a framework around that, but I don't think it'd be too tough. Shoot. That was the wrong way to go. I completely spaced about what I was doing. What's up, McEmblem? How you doing? You missed the major chunk of the stream. We're just kind of doodling around in DOS now. But I explored a bunch of Macromedia Director ISOs earlier, which was kind of fun. Now we're playing Rescue Rover, which is one of my favorite Sokoban-like games. And we just rescued our dog. And now we're going to let the dog get kidnapped again. Because we make bad decisions. Like not looking at our dog when robots are afoot. I definitely want that. Okay, that guy will murder me. He follows the right-hand rule, so I'm safe there. Anything under this? I can use this to modify the other guy's movement pattern, but I don't think it matters too much presently. I do need to get in front of him. I'm safe on corners. There's space to push that in front of him. Though it will affect this dude's movement, and he'll get confused, which might be a benefit. I think I can just ignore everything over there. Yeah. There was probably another puzzle we just circumvented. Or maybe the game didn't actually care. Alright, well that was not good. What are the other options here? I probably could have pushed this across somewhere. I assume I need to put it there. Also, this is the best. This is the Sokoban with the best death animations. I think this is a good call, but I'm not entirely sure. Do like me some Rescue Rover. It was also an experimental use of a new system for handling request stuff, which was fun. I think it works well enough. Oh boy, the marble room. I don't remember anything about this room. This is one of those, like, if you screw it up, you're hosed sort of things. It's like, I don't want to... Alright, we have to do it. You're not allowed to bowl over the doggy, unfortunately. Because I do like the death animations. Basically, I need to get over there. Probably without hosing myself, which I haven't done yet. Is there a trick here? I guess I could do... Nope, that doesn't work. I need to make better plans on the way over there, which is really the thing. I think I can clack those. Does clacking that one really hurt me? Oh, that's the solution. It's almost like if you think about doing things in a puzzle game first, it'll be a lot easier to beat said puzzle game. Alright, let's teleport and see what we can get. I can move this box. Presumably, because these options are here, I should move this box. Okay. So here's my problem. Both of these will kill me. Boop. So satisfying. If I move this up or down, the beam will kill me. So that's not helpful. Yep. So I'm not really sure what to do here yet. So I need both boxes. But I can't have both boxes. And I probably could have moved this box in a different way anyway. You can't push a box with a box. What if... Or wait, I need to start over. What if I do this? Then I can get this box. That doesn't help me any. I need both boxes. I'm not sure what to think of this level. I'm certain I can't push box with box, right? Double check that my theory here is correct. So I'm pretty sure that if there's two boxes like that, yeah, they just get stuck together. This seems mildly impossible, but I'm absolutely certain this level is beatable, and it's very likely I've beaten it before. I'm just not sure how. This is a mechanic I'm missing. Oh, there's a mechanic I'm missing. You just need to be adjacent to the dog. You do not need to stand on the dog. I don't believe you can push any of the robots. Though I haven't tried pushing the robots, to be honest. So, fair point. Okay. So here's my problem. I need to block this beam. Oh, right. It's something like this. Clack. Clack? think I might have done this. I can recover from this. That. And we can use this to push this over there. Oh, I need... Okay, we can do that same trick again. We have to utilize all of the balls. Not going to sing the big ball song again because I can never remember how the first line goes. Alright, that was a lot easier, actually. Room 11. You gotta love the kind of, like, stripy font thing that's going on. Like, it's kind of a metallic thing with a sheen on it. It's a lot of lasers. What you can do is destroy robots. It doesn't come up much. But that robot is now very dead. Kind of wish there was an undo. And that kills the other robot. That blocks that. And I think that just solves the puzzle. Yeah, that one wasn't actually hard. I'm making good progress somehow. I shouldn't enjoy killing the kids so much, but man, is it fun. Okay, I'm not actually sure what I wanted to do, but I definitely had to do that. Okay, so what I might want to do is reflect... Actually, I don't think I need that. Do I? I can't get through after that. Gotta crash. Alright. Sleep well, V. Streaming tons of macrame. That was fun. I might revisit that, especially if they do another core dump. That could be fun in the future. Never know. Never know till you get there. Oops. Yep, sleep well. I'll keep doing this until I'm tired and want to go to bed, I guess. Like I said, I didn't have a good agenda for after party today. Oh, I see it. I totally see it. I'm just being dumb. This is actually pretty straightforward, because I only need to kill the bottom robot. I don't need to kill the left robot. So what I need to do... push this through, so it doesn't really matter where I put it. A sudden thought occurs. I do, however, need to place this laser first. It's important to place that one, that prism first, or else you will explode. You're trying to remember what level you actually could die by being rolled over. Roll over, Rover. If I hosed myself. I can fix this. It's annoying, but I can fix this. In fact... yeah, I can do one better. That's actually helpful. Okay, I killed the robot. Now I block it so I don't get deaded. And then we just... whoop. We don't need to get Rover crushed too, even though it'd be cute. There we go. Down the stairs. Oh, I didn't want to do that twice. Let him get me. Some strangulation. Always good. Okay, so... this is eminently unhelpful, because I have no idea which one's going to spawn where. So that puts that box out there. Okay, that's a good start. I can more or less use the same trick. Why did that work last time? Okay, but then I have to get to that one. Which is a problem. I probably shouldn't do that. All right. Let's take a moment here. I'll try that one. All right, so that puts that there naturally. That's not interesting. I guess that's one thing I haven't experimented with was other portals. All right, so that put it exactly where I thought it would go. That was exactly where I need it to go. Then the last step is this And we're done, I guess. Just have to go around the 3-piece correctly, so it doesn't murder my dog. And then I need to avoid the strangulation robot. Trivial. It's full of spikes. Wait, they're moving the wrong way. I can't go that way. Nope, they're also moving the wrong way. I think this is the only direction I can leave. Huh. Intriguing. Okay, so there's some sort of, like... Yeah, there's some blocks here I can push into things. This box has to go into that tube, which went over there, and now I have no idea where it is. And it is most emphatically not right here, which is where I'd like it to be. Interesting. But I can't get back in the loop over here, so I guess that works. So I could push this in there, and then push it over here. See where that put it, because it's lost to me now. It's somewhere, but only who knows where. Okay, it's the same trick. I just have to do it twice. Then I can get the key card. I don't really know what I want the key card for, but I know I want the key card. Just one of those things, you know? You want the key card. Oh. One more. Alright. I have the key card. I get the feeling that I could block him with Rover. Apparently he's uninterested in strangling my dog. Huh. How odd. Worked for me, though. Alright, so I have 3 boxes. I have to choose carefully about where I can go. That was not a good choice. Yeah, that doesn't help. So I think maybe I can block... No, I can walk... Oh, I can walk it in. Okay. That's intriguing. So then I can do this. I could walk this in. Then what do I actually need to do? What's my goal here? That was probably not the best of uses. I think what I want is to do that. And then all I need to really do is block this, which I could have done with this box if I hadn't been dumb. Okay, block that. Push this over. Walk it in. Walk this in. Push down by 1. And then get dog. Which is a good Sokoban style. What? No, you can't do that. Alright, well, we learned something important here. What do I want to do with these balls? I can make them bounce consistently. Just gotta hope... Oh, never mind, they don't bounce. They just stack. Need to restart anyway. They don't bounce, they stack. If I could push all 3 balls down, that would solve a problem, but I can't. I can get 2 balls here, which isn't bad. Isn't good, but isn't bad. I don't know what the purpose the box serves. I can get 2 at a different location, which is interesting. The final one is always just going to be able to go do its own thing. Wait, maybe that's it. Maybe I need to time this. Way early. Way early. Alright. I'm going to alt-tab out for a moment. See if this works, or if it breaks everything forever. I need to get up and use the restroom really quick, because I've been sitting for like 2.5 hours. It does not work. Because Rover's holding this. Oh, God! Can we resume our game? There we go. Box can be used to catch the balls if I missed the timing. Oh, you got a valid point. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Dang. Smart. I was looking at that box, I'm like, what purpose does this serve? And I was like, it doesn't. Which is clearly wrong. But I guess the better solution is just don't miss the timing. I kind of want to see it. Squished Rover. It's not nice, but sometimes you just gotta squish the dog. Squish that cat. Oh. Of course, it actually did hurt the dog, but you know, unlike the cat. There we go. Simple enough. I don't think I've ever gotten this far into Rescue Rover in a single evening. Alright, so all I need to do is get dog adjacent. There's some sort of submarine here. Which I don't remember seeing this critter anywhere. I think that's the ideal spot. Okay. We're fine. Wait, what? Oh, he eats the boxes. Okay. Well, that's a problem. So basically, I need to be ready to go and just do it really fast to avoid the submarine thing. There we go. No submarine time. Alright. So this time, I want to save? Yeah, I want to load or save a game. I want to save. This is 18, I think. Okay, then we'll exit the game. And then music will work, and I will be right back. Alright, let's open up Rescue Rover again. It was a good break. Alright, back to dog. No, load or save game. Load. Okay, so I think I only have one option, which is follow the robot. Because otherwise I'll get murdered. How was I supposed to know that was going to happen? Let's try the other way. Maybe there's always a teleporter at the edges. Nope, I think I'm going to get murdered. Alright, so there's only one way to start this level. I guess I could wait a few turns, but that's probably not ideal. You know, it occurs to me, I was literally just at... Oh, is that what the trick here is going to be? Wait, what hit me? Oh, there's a robot that rotates around that has a bazooka. Everything makes so much more sense now. Everything. Okay, so now the bazooka robot is gone. I'm gonna call him Joe. I think I need the bazooka robot so I can go upward. Yup. It's gonna be one of those levels. Hope I don't have to backtrack the whole way back. That's gonna be annoying. Okay. Ah! No! Oh, good. Oh, I need that? Oh, crap. So great, I gotta do the whole loop again. This is not ideal, I will confess. I feel like this level was just kind of made to waste your time. Okay, go up. And wait for it. Go for it. You certainly did. Shoot! Which is what happened. He shot me. I wanted to try to do two things at once. Wasn't smart. Can I just keep up with him? I can't. I have to wait for an iteration every time I want to go forward. Not a kind level. Not a kind level at all. Nope. Ah. I get for multitasking. Okay. Alright, well, that answers that query. Not an important thing, though. Okay. Wait for him around. And then I have to wait again. You know that... Nope! That emote does kind of resemble several of these robots. Wouldn't mind so much if it wasn't for how long it took to actually get back to where we were. And then wait for another rotation. Do 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 do, and then wait for another rotation because he has the inside track. Of course, if I had the inside track, I wouldn't have to actually worry about this. And then wait again. Kind of wonder if I could go against him, and that would save me some time. Since it just requires the same amount of focus. I'm going to try it once. I don't think it's a good idea, but I'm going to try it once. It does not work. You cannot go against him. So the entire purpose of this level is to make you loop around this middle part multiple times. While waiting. Every single time. Thanks, Romero. I actually bought his new book. I do intend to read it at some point in the near future. I'm not certain if I want to stick on the nonfiction kick for a bit. Because generally when I listen to audiobooks, I go fiction. But for reading, I've been kind of on a nonfiction kick for a while. Reread The Cuckoo's Egg, and then I finally got around to finishing The Skies Belong to Us, which was about hijackings in the 70s. One specific one, but just a general survey of radical hijackings in the 60s and 70s, too. Still amazes me just how dumb everybody involved was. Managed to get a plane that was going to Seattle to fly all the way to Algiers without an actual bomb. It was all a giant bluff. Kind of amazing. Dude, of course, eventually had his day in court, and the United States eventually got to him after the French extradited him. But his girlfriend got off scot-free. No one knows where she ended up. Which was kind of an irritating point at the end of the book. So. Alright. This is fine. Is it? Maybe the mobiles don't assault dogs. No, I should be fine. Maybe? I don't know, actually, how this is going to work. Okay, they don't shoot dogs. Or my timing was perfect, one or the other. We're not gonna take it anymore. Oh, right. Need to keep moving, or else I'll get strangled. Actually, he might just stop on dog. So I'd be safe, but it doesn't matter. I want to beat the level. Room 19. Oh, boy. Okay, so I can't go that way. I can go up or down. Up feels like the better call, because there's more boxes. I already screwed up. I should have moved it one to the east. Because then that gives me more options. No, it doesn't, actually. You know what? I want to see what's south. Kind of the same deal, more or less. Well, not really. This gets me the center island. Which... could I have done better there? I could have. I could have sacrificed 2 boxes to get a box. Or as it stands, I can't get any boxes out of this. And I could have used that box to do what? I'd be in the same box position either way. Let's just see how far, like, the one box going in the correct direction can take us. Like, I don't even know where the dog is. Ah, I see. Well, that's annoying. Can try this out. Still feel like I'm more box rich now. That does help. At least in the sense that, like, oh, but now I can't really use both boxes. I can get 1 box out of this. I guess I have this option. I don't know if it's good, but I can try putting this box into a whirlpool. I have no idea where it goes. Oh, I see the problem. I see some of what I should do. All right, let's reevaluate the options here. I can get 2 boxes out of this, so that's at least decent. I'm box richer for having done this. This puts me box neutral, but I think that's fine. I don't know, I think I need those 2 boxes up there. So if I do that, I connect that, which isn't grand. If I do this, still have 1 box. Push that box upward. Push this box here, because I need that box there. And then I need 2 more boxes. Oh. Well, shoot. What's up, Jay Photic? How you doing? Thank you for the good luck. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? What's up, Vladios? How you doing? Oh God, Vlak Ados. I hope I get that right. I'm just playing Rescue Rover. I had a different stream concept earlier today, and then the Steam kind of ran out on that one, and so now we're doing Rescue Rover because it's here. Rescue Rover is actually a pretty fun game. It's a Sokoban-like, but unlike every other game of Sokoban you've ever played, in this one, you get to horrifically murder your character. The goal of this game, actually, can we play the cinematic? Because that's way better. If I load, oh no wait, because I haven't saved recently. Let me save. I think this is 19, and then load it. I think we'll get the cinematic. No, we won't. Dang it. But yeah, basically the goal is to save your dog. Your dog keeps getting kidnapped, and it sucks because you love your dog and you don't want him kidnapped. But it's mostly just block pushing. Right now, this is a complicated one that requires a lot of block thought, and I haven't been putting enough in to actually make good progress. This was made by the guys from ID. I don't think it was officially ID. Is there help? Yeah, story, game tips. Won't hurt me. I already saved. Easy enough to show. Um, Go to DOS. So this is actually a Windows 98 computer. So if you're wondering what like the background hum is, it's the Windows 98 computer. And I'm playing this on Windows 98, and we have all sorts of nonsense installed, including, of course, AOL and Operation Weather Disaster, which is actually kind of fun point-and-click adventure game about pollution, or about weather in general. But yeah, I guess this was made by ID Software. It even says it right there. But if you load it up... Oh. Well, at least we get to see the cinematic. That was the goal here. They always steal the dog, and then he starts crying. But yeah, it was made by John Carmack and Romero and all those people. And Adrian Carmack did the art. So it was definitely an affair for them. But I believe this was distributed possibly via soft disk or one of the other shareware distribution things. Relatable, yep. Never heard of this one? It's not exactly the world's most popular game. I had this one as a kid. I mean, I didn't play a lot of it, but we did play some. Oh, wait, I can do better. Right now, I'm just grubbing for boxes. So I can push this box out one. Is that bad? No, it's not bad. Yeah, I think I can only ever really get one box there. But also, it gets me access to this area earlier, which is nice. I can do this part better. So we're already on a better page. I just need, like, one spare box to make this work. Or 2 spare boxes. Of which I believe I have. So I think I've solved this one. The same time as Keen, Commander Keen vibes, yeah. Someone mentioned earlier that the menuing looked a lot like Keen Dreams. Tara did, actually. How you doing, Alston and Subirect? Oh, and hi, Delta Rain. Yeah, around the same sort of time. This probably would have been around when they were getting done with Commander Keen. Crap. Oh, everything was going so well. Alright, so I did almost everything right, I think. And this, and then I can't push this one off at a different angle. That's the problem. Why was that a problem? Because once I get it on this track, I can't get it off that track. Okay. Well, let's see if I can use my current... Oh, I have a lot more boxes than I think I do. This is not as much of a problem as I think it is. I think I have enough boxes to solve this. Because I really just need 2 more, and I have 2 more. Doing okay, thanks for asking. Nice. Oh, and I got it right? Excellent. Kind of reminds you of Adventures of Lolo, but the game was based on Sokoban as well. Yeah, like all of these games, the block-pushing genre of Sokoban likes, all have their progenitor. All right, almost. Oh yeah, I guess since I didn't mention it, these submarine dudes will destroy your boxes, which is why we're avoiding giving them any boxes. Because otherwise I'd have to go through this rigmarole another time, and I don't want to. Also, I don't think they have a cool death animation if you fall off the box. I think you just drown. But here we go. We got our dog back. Hooray, dog. Yeah. What I was doing earlier was interesting. Room 20. Here we go. You can see the full animatic again. He really should be looking at his dog if he keeps getting stolen by robots. Oh yeah, other things. This game has fantastic death animations. Consider. I think I got here once when I was a kid. All right, let's look at the full lay of the land. All right, we have the giant laser. We have a prism. Those will reflect giant lasers. We have a second big prism, which reflects giant lasers. I think I want to mess with this one first. All right, the electric wheelchairs go the other way around. Oh. This should be fine. It wasn't fine. Yeah, you think after the second time, but after the 20th time, you just have to think this kid's kind of negligent about keeping his dog, you know, leashed and everything. But yeah, so basically archive.org got a hold of this giant box of CDs that Macromedia had been hoarding. Because anytime someone made a project with Macromedia Director, they would have to send in the sort of golden CD. Well, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Well, this isn't going to work out well, is it? And so we were looking at a bunch of different weirdo ones that they'd taken out of the giant stockpile of CDs. There were some interesting ones. There were some not so interesting ones. We learned about how to use Equifax's card services. That was something. We also saw some nice pictures of Switzerland. And the guy who made Kid Pics, there was a... Yeah, you can kill the robots, which is kind of a nice feature. I didn't consider this, but maybe there's nothing down here. Yeah, he had some interest. He did a lot of photography stuff, and so he made a whole CD about his photography work. It was actually quite interesting. You know what I think? I think I see where it went wrong. I needed to put it up on this tile. Oh, that's hard, though. I'll try the other side. Maybe I'll get lucky. But yeah, just a bunch of photography stuff he'd done over the years. That was kind of interesting. With a constantly clicking background noise. Which I think was supposed to be more or less a slide machine. I have to look at the full list. Okay, that's why I kept pushing it backwards. But then I can't do anything with this and it murders me. Push it down, that doesn't help. I have a fundamental misunderstanding of what to do in this level, and that's a problem. Try swapping sides with it. Oh, yeah, you're right. I can move the mirrors further. That's smart. Wait, yeah, I can do that. And then... I didn't want to do that. In fact, these need to also be swapped now that I look at it. Interesting looking game. It is pretty cool. Oh yeah, what was the other ones? I built a request thing so I could actually see what they are. Card holder services. Paintings from... Oh, a Canadian painting one. That was kind of fun. Leapfrog math. What the heck will Elroy do next? Yeah, I think that what I'll do is I'll finish the stream with the Pantsylvania demo, because that was a trip and a half. That was just weird. Edutainment stuff in the 90s was often quite bizarre. Okay, I can push this as far out as I want. Yes, that's the key. So you just have that and push that there. Then I need to get in front of this. Which I think reveals a problem with my grand plan. No, it's fine. I just have to do this funny. Okay, push this up. And then I need to push that up. Robo Rally. I could see that. It certainly has some of that program aesthetic, but there's not really the programmer part of this game in this. It's mostly just Sokoban, but funny. I think that's the tile I want. Nope, one more. And then we kill that laser. Okay, cool. Can I get that other one back? I can. Excellent. going to avoid the space there. Okay, I don't want to push that any further in. Wait, when did I push that in? Crap. I think I've already hosed myself somehow. When did I put that there? That was always there. Was that always there? No, that wasn't always there. Where the hell did this thing come from? Why do you need to push it in from that side? Oh. Oh, wait. To reflect the laser upward so I can kill the guy. I've managed to confuse myself about what my solution was. In fact, because of that particular block being in the weird spot. So I'm going to try this again. With hopefully less failure, but we'll see. Right, these need to swap. I'll be able to recover that. That's fine. Oh, because there's space over here to rotate it. I think I'm doing the right thing. Just take a moment. Sit right here and think about what I'm doing. Yeah, it was fun. The Macromedia thing was fun. Oh. Suddenly realized that that's a problem. I have not done this right either. I could have just left him there and had the electrocution. Darn it. There's something either I fundamentally had and now I do not have. Request a game? No, I'm just burning time. This is not main Macromedia Director. I ran out of requests, and the last one I chose was kind of not great. It was an interesting survey of like how people are getting internet in Africa, but that was not really great for Twitch watching. Not like it's bad; it just wasn't that interesting. And the interface was not great. And the one before it was also not great. It was actually just an annotated book. Might need to bounce the laser multiple times? Maybe. Begin to wonder if it's just too late for me to be able to do this kind of game. It is getting pretty late. Yeah, I think that just might be it. I think it's getting too late for me to finish. Plus, I do need to get to go into bed soon. It's already 3 a.m., and I'm pretty tired. We'll make a save. I might start back at this at some point. Or I might just start over at the beginning. But like I said, I would at least finish this with the insanity that was Pantsylvania. So, in case you all didn't indulge in a lot of piracy in the 2000s, Demon Tools is a fantastic tool for this. So we're loading up the particular ISO, and you can see from this there's a lot of them. We have a bunch here. One I'm kind of bummed out about because I was going to start with it was the Hyper Kyoto guide. Turns out this doesn't work because I don't have the either an international international edition DLL or something that handles CD expanded CD stuff. It was weird. But yeah, there's a lot of these, and some of them are interesting, and some of them, could definitely recommend taking a look if you aren't annoyed by the noises at where was it? The Dark Eye. The Dark Eye is weird. Some sort of claymation mist hybrid. But yeah, I'm just going to show you guys this because it's just nuts. Where is it? You can tell I was here for a bit and I've been installing lots of random crap. Pantsylvania. Just because this is baffling.
Gang. It's me, Bungie. Hey, you're not gonna believe where I am now. Pantsylvania! You ever heard of such a funny place? Hey, you know what they do here? They make pants! Fancy pants!
Can do this while I'm looking
They
for
make ice cream cone pants,
something.
pencil
Alright, Target.
pants, even pants full of ants!
Yeah, this is why I love this. The animation
And this
cycles
is the
are way
factory
too
where
fast.
they make them. Hey, wanna sneak in with me and see how they do that silly stuff? Come on, let's go.
Boink, boink, boink.
Wow! Look at this fancy contraption. Hey,
These things-
hey, there's numbers hidden all over it.
It's a weird era.
Oh, we just gotta find this last one. Can you find it? Hey, wow.
That would be better.
You can find all
Way
over
better.
Pennsylvania, you know.
Boink, boink, boink.
Well, hey, looks like they're making a car in this room.
This is
Say,
appropriate.
did you know that the rubber in tires comes from a plant? Yep. In Pennsylvania, you can find out all kinds of, factoids. About machines or submarines or even scary stuff like bats and bathtubs.
Yeah.
Boink, boink, boink.
Just look at those animations. Look at
Here's
them
the Pants
go.
Inventor's Laboratory. The Pants Inventor can invent any kind
Not
of pants
sure how I
he
feel
wants.
about
Yep.
the
Oh,
tube up there, the
let's see.
smiley face. I don't
If he can make
trust
pants
him.
for an elephant.
Something wrong about that.
How about pants for an octopus? How about... Uh-oh, look out. Rotten Wrench found us.
Yup, rotten luck.
Hey, you! He made garbage can pants. Oh, you!
Nobody
Rotten
wants
Wrench,
garbage can
That
pants.
is your stinkiest trick yet. Well, let's see if I can undo it.
Yeah.
Unwreck, you rotten wrench. Phew. Let's move on before he comes back.
Boink, boink, boink.
And then there's this thing.
Hey, we found a CM here.
In fact, why we're
Movilizer.
actually watching this.
This is a top secret machine they use to make all those fancy pants. Say, I'd like to make that chicken zip around like a balloon.
Which is totally pants related when you
Glow in
think
the
about
dark.
it.
And sound like an electric guitar. Let's see.
Look at it go!
Far out. You're gonna be able to invent all kinds
You gotta
of
love it
stuff
when
with
people
this
assume that
CM
CPU speeds would
movilizer.
stay static.
Boink, boink, boink.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy. That
Alright,
is some
that was
fancy pants
that was
factory, all
that.
right. We could play forever in there. And there are a bazillion
yeah.
other places.
We're leaving now. That's enough. That's enough of the pants. Let's wrap this up with the classic. All right, moving to Pantsylvania. All right, this raid is only tenuously related conceptually.